Hello everybody, welcome back to Matty Reacts, a channel where we take a look at things I've never watched or listened to before. I really hoped that I would get a chance today to react to the new Bruno Mars album, The Romantic. I'm not going to have time to do that, unfortunately, and I'm probably not going to have time until it's kind of irrelevant and the album's sort of gone. So I'm not going to do an album reaction for this one, but I did want to cover another song because I really liked the last one. And I know there's a new single out and it's called Risk It All. And I haven't heard it. I haven't even heard not one note of it, which is good. I haven't even really heard much about what people think about it, but it does seem to veer towards positive. So I'm a big fan of that. I like it when people like songs. But yeah, we've got 3.5 minutes of new Bruno Mars music. What do I expect? I expect more retro sounds, more sort of 70s, 80s kind of era. It would surprise me if he didn't go that way. But I kind of also hope that he doesn't, to prove me wrong, because, yeah, we don't want him to get pigeonholed as just the guy that can only do that kind of music, even though he clearly enjoys doing it. Let's just see what we get, I suppose. We're going to take a look at Risk It All. Was not expecting mariachi. That was not on my bingo card. Mariachi with strings.
For just a chance to win your heart, you could set the bar beyond the stars. I'll do anything.
This is smooth.
Anything you ask me to. Say you want the moon, watch me learn to fly. Ain't a mountain you could point to I wouldn't climb. It's crazy, but it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you.
Ooh, yes. So, before whatever happens next happens, it looks like it's a wedding scene. What a timeless song, right? I don't even think you could really like attribute it to a specific time. I think that song could come out of the 70s and make sense. Maybe not the 80s. It doesn't sound like an 80s song, but I think it could come out in the 90s and sound like in place in the 90s. It sounds very modern at the same time. It's actually a lot different than what I was expecting. Now he might, the next beat dropping might be disco 70s retro kind of half Motown, like a lot of the stuff he's done, right? But it sounds like it's not going to be, and I'm happy about that. Not because I don't like that sort of music, but like I just said before we started, I just want people to see him for the wide variety of music we know he can do, because he's done it. And yeah, this definitely sounds like something different compared to the last single. So I'm very happy about that.
To hold your hand and call you mine. I'm trying to be your man to the end of time.
It's a lot closer to like When I Was Your Man. But it's not quite the same as that. It's a bit more. That was obviously like a breakup song, and this is not a breakup song. But they have very similar. Like they could almost be about the same person. Like this could be about the person before they got married, and the When I Was Your Man could be like when they'd broken up.
I'll do anything, anything you ask me to.
This is going to be a lot of people's wedding song, though, isn't it? It's kind of like a more lovey-dovey Grenade. Oh, he's got such a good voice though.
I could go on and on to prove that you belong here in my arms.
It's just a cute song, isn't it?
Say you want the moon, watch me earn a
Oof.
fly, and I'm out.
I have just got to say, I do think he's one of the best male vocalists out there at the minute. You know, God, he can just hit such good notes with a lot of power, a lot of aggression, but they're so high, and it seems like it doesn't even make a difference to him. He's like, oh, I can just hit that note. So good, so good.
I wouldn't condone this crazy, but it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you. It's crazy, but it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it
Oh, look when they're old and grey.
for you.
So nice. Yeah, I am gonna have to listen to this album in my own time. That was so different to I Just Might, but I really enjoyed it. I think, listen, I'm a bit of a sucker for a wedding song, all right. And I really thought that did it perfectly. I thought it sounded timeless. Like you could have that at a wedding now, and I think in 30 years it would still sound like a good wedding song. You know, I think Ed Sheeran obviously does. He doesn't just do wedding songs, but people see him as like the wedding song singer, right? But he has 2 or 3 songs that really, they just crack what it means to be a love song, and I think this is another one. And yes, some of the lyrics might be a little bit on the cliche side. Like, you know, how many songs have we heard "It's crazy but it's true" in? But it is, you know, that is, you know, love is cliche in a lot of ways. A lot of people experience very similar emotions when they're in love, so it kind of makes sense that songs might explain that in the same kind of way. So I don't mind that. But I just think, yeah, it was a really cute little song. It sounded timeless. Bruno sounded incredible. It didn't need to be big and fancy, or, you know, it didn't need like tricks like the I Just Might video, like having the multiple Brunos. That was really nice, but this was just something very different and something very welcome, and I really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be listening to this again. So yeah, thank you for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.